With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
They run it again with Chubb. Fights him off. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Richardson's throw here caught by Mims.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
And this one complete again to Mims.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
Drops it off for Chubb. No gain on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Richardson to throw off play action.
Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And it certainly hadn't taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, they'll burn you.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. Singleton and a 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, we kind of thought it was a matter of when, not if, that a team might relocate to a spot outside the United States. Canada seemed like the most logical choice, and now here we are in this great city, a city that's had success in the Canadian League, but now they have an NFL franchise of their very own to celebrate, and man, is it cool to see. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and a couple.
Herbert now. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Short completion, just 4 yards. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Open man downfield as Chase has got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Voyagers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Devin Duvernay. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Singleton.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Voyagers are once again back in front. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Unable to corral him. He fights through.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. On to the second quarter, Mexico City in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard.
Now Richardson.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
Back deep, Patrick Peterson. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
2nd and 10.
Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Now a handoff up the middle. Singleton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
50 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Singleton. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards pickup there, and it's a first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
But he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Now a give right side. Singleton. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Herbert on first down now. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second and a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turn. Touchdown! DJ Chark, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Voyagers are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Richardson. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So nothing doing there. And 3rd and 8 now.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes. And they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Montreal offense ready to take over now. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A quick throw complete to Chark. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Herbert throwing again.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Richardson.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Richardson working from the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Play action. Now Richardson. That is caught by Laporta.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
On 1st down, Richardson.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Now Richardson.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. A final shot before the break for Herbert.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. On 1st down, Singleton. And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some great games still to come. And I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as they'll match up against the Cleveland Browns. The 4 o'clock games have some intrigue as well, especially up in Buffalo, where it'll be the Bills taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And then one more to highlight, Sunday Night Football, as the national audience will see a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. We're accustomed to seeing strong quarterback play. We got that in the first half from Justin Herbert. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, Singleton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 50, here's Herbert.
Throw is caught by Schoonmaker.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Herbert now.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
Touchdown!
Jamar Chase,
35 yards.
and the Voyagers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
On the return is Duvernay. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Hill going to go in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Richardson. It's Hill, complete. He's got room to roam, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the option left, Richardson. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Richardson now on 2nd down. Touchdown! Sam Laporta from 3 yards out. And the Black Knights are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness. And
I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here's Herbert. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's Gomez. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Anthony Richardson and the offense back out. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. And Richardson looks to throw once more. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeForest Buckner in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. They're going deep for Hill. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Herbert off of play action. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 31-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And on now is the punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Fights through him. So a change of possession here on the punt. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Richardson to the air on first down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Black Knights.
Richardson working from the gun.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And Richardson yet again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right. Usually
it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And Richardson back to throw it. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Mexico City first down.
Here's Richardson to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And quickly, they get to the line.
On third down, here's Richardson.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On third down, Singleton. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:52 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Here's Richardson. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Here's a 2nd and 7. Richardson connecting with Hill.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Holding offense.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Richardson. Finding Watkins.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Richardson to throw it. That'll be caught by Hill. Now 2nd and 4.
complete to Tyreek Hill. It's a pickup.
Again, it's Richardson. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
Now Richardson.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Montreal, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get an